May I come?
Please come.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Please sit down. You are Mr. You would be appearing in English or in Hindi for
English, sir.
In English, okay. You are Mr. AYUSH JAYANTH.
Yes, sir.
You have done your education in Delhi from Somerville in Noida.
Yes, sir.
And Alcon Public School, and then you did IC application, electronic circuits from NIT Delhi.
Yes, sir.
In 2022, you qualified for Indian Defence Account Service,
Yes.
and 2024 you joined in income tax.
Yes.
You are at present undergoing training at Nagpur.
Sir, I took extraordinary leave for 1 year.
Okay, but you joined there.
Yes, sir.
And then you have won in inter-college street play competition.
Yes, sir.
You published novelist at webnovel.in.
Yes, sir.
You have performed street plays on Swachh Bharat.
Yes, sir.
You are head of marketing committee in the cultural fest and head of management committee in the sports fest. Writing and reading light novels is your hobby.
Yes.
You have given Indian Foreign Service as your first option now,
Yes.
with Indian Administrative Service as second option and Police Service as your third option. Your father is a medical officer,
Yes, sir.
right? You want to add anything to this?
No, sir. I think that covers whole of me, sir.
Okay. Why you have put Foreign Service as your first option?
Sir, I believe that my personality matches much more with the Indian Foreign Service as compared to the administrative or police service.
What are such qualities which you have which matches with Foreign Service?
Sir, basically, I like to communicate with people, study about foreign relations, and as such, I'm not saying that I cannot work in the administrative or police service, but I think that my personal belief is that I'll be able to do more justice to the foreign service.
Okay. Lot of issues are happening today for on the issue of illegal immigrants.
Yes.
In America. So how will you handle the situation if they start sending plane loads of people, and they have already, I think immigration department has already started inquiring from all the gurudwaras. So how do you handle the situation?
Sir, India has already taken a stance on that, and we are very clear that we will take back the immigrants as long as the legal process is followed and it is proven that yes, the immigrants were Indians. And to handle this diplomatically, we'll basically have to talk with the government of America, and we'll have to establish a procedure that establishes that yes, the immigrants they are sending back are Indians.
A typical situation which happens in the case of illegal immigrants is that they hide their passport.
Yes.
So if now there's an Indian in USA or France or any other country who does not disclose where he has hidden his passport, then how will you determine to which nationality he belongs to and how you can send him to India?
Sir, that is going to be difficult, but I believe that the legal process that the US would follow would be able to find where the passport is, and till it is established that the person is of Indian origin, has an Indian passport, I think we should not accept them back.
But then they will send the plane load, because they will say they are Indians and there's no way to establish because you don't have the passport. Then as a diplomat, how do you handle this situation?
Sir, I think that we cannot accept them as such if it is not proven that they are Indians. For example, they can be of any nationality, they can be from any country. Unless and until America is able to prove that they are Indians, then we should not accept them. And yes.
Okay. Our foreign minister recently said about some mythological figure that he's the best diplomat. About whom he was referring to?
I'm not aware of it, sir.
Okay. Now, in the case of foreign policy, one big issue which is there, that India's position is not so high or not so determined in foreign relations. But at the same time, we have large number of officers working in different embassies. Do you think it's futile to have so many officers abroad when no tangible result is achieved?
Sir, I believe that we cannot say that no tangible result has been achieved. We are able to put forward our aims and objectives to the other countries, as well as we have been able to use our soft diplomacy to foster good relations with other countries. So I won't say that it is bad. Rather, we should further improve upon it, and we should understand that India is known for its historical connect people to people ties, and it should work on that line only.
What are these historical connects with different countries?
Sir, historical connect basically during the ancient times and the medieval times, we have been trading with the other countries, as well as many of our religious figures, Buddhists, Jains, they have been visiting other countries as well. So these are basically historical ties, sir.
Which are these countries with whom we have historical ties?
Sir, first would be our neighborhood, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, China, Pakistan. Apart from that, if we follow the trade route as well, then we have connects at Middle East as well, sir. And when the navy came, when the shipping started, we also started to be having connect with Asian countries as well, sir.
Please tell me 5 good qualities of a diplomat.
Sir, a diplomat should be very clear about his aims and objectives. He should be very crisp about how to put it there, as well as he should have a bottom line that I will negotiate below this. And he should understand that diplomacy is a long game, it's a marathon. We won't get any result in 1 year, 2 years, and we have to play it like that only.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
AYUSH Jayanth.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
You're from Ghaziabad.
Yes, ma'am.
What industries you find mostly in Ghaziabad?
I mean, Ghaziabad, we have a lot of steel industries, more than 500 steel industries, large and small, in fact. Apart from that, some major companies are there like Dabur, Western, Uptron. And if we talk about the MSME industries, the micro and small industries, then we have aluminium work, glass work, and the like, ma'am.
So you're not married.
No, ma'am.
If you are to marry, whom will you marry? An IAS or IFS who is your equal, or a housewife who understands you and who is kind to you?
I believe that in marriage, we should check the personality and how well we can gel with each other, because marriage is for the lifetime. I don't think that professionally, like, it would be viable if I see the girl's profession. Rather, I should focus on the other qualities that the girl should have.
So in these two options, whom would you marry?
IAS or IFS
No.
or a housewife.
Housewife, yeah.
Ma'am, as I said, first I'll have to check the personality of the girl and how well we can be together, and if our attitude and beliefs match with each other, then only I can say, ma'am.
Take it. Okay. So what are the problems of taxation system in India?
Currently the taxation system, some of the problems of our taxation system has like a lot of rules and regulations, as well as people usually they don't pay their taxes. So the legal approach to that is very long-winded. Like, it takes a lot of time for us to get the result in that. Apart from that, if I come to GST, then the rates are revised again and again, which prevents a policy certainty that businesses tend to judge. Like, they cannot plan long term without a certainty of policy. So that's also another.
So recently we have seen popcorn tax. What is your opinion on it?
Ma'am, popcorn tax basically is like what the finance minister has done, that she has segregated popcorn into salted and sugar,
Sure.
and she has put different taxes on it. And I think that it is fine, because for putting more tax on sugar is basically allowing the manufacturers to get more input tax credit, ma'am, which is needed for the sugarcane industry as well.
What is the share of income tax to the government's revenue?
Ma'am, like the tax to GDP ratio is 11% right now.
Okay. So let me tell you a situation. You are going to an UPSC interview and you are closer to your time, and you've seen a woman fell on the ground who needs help. What will you do? Will you leave her like that, or will you be there
Ma'am, while going to the UPSC interview, usually my parents accompany me. So I'll
What
ask,
if you're going alone? This is a situation.
ma'am, then I'll try to help her and I'll ask the people around me to as well help her. And if she needs any medical help, I'll help
If
her
there
book
is
a
no
cab.
one around, only you are there, what will you do in that situation?
Then I will help her. I'll also try to reach on time as well, and I'll explain to them why the situation arose where I was late.
Okay. You write novels.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have to write a novel on what is happening here, what would be the title of it?
The title of what is happening here, ma'am. I'd say the interview.
Only interview.
The interview.
The interview. Okay. How will you write? Like, what will you write?
Ma'am, basically,
How will you describe it?
while writing a novel, 2-3 things have to be looked at. First, we have to look at the main character, and then we have to look at the characters around him and the world building.
So, according to you, who is the main character here?
That would be me.
Good. Take. So, if I asked you to replace the father of our nation, whom would you choose?
I don't think that we should replace the father of our nation.
If I ask you to replace, you have no other option. So,
Ma'am, I don't think so that I'm able to think of anyone who can replace our father of nation currently.
thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, Ayush,
Yes, sir.
your name is very similar to a recent ministry which has been added to the government.
Yes, sir.
You are aware of that?
Yes, sir.
क्या नाम है क्या है वो?
Sir, Ministry of Ayush, where Ayush stands for Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy.
Very good. So tell me, in international diplomacy, that which is your interest, what is the most important thing after, let us say, strategic affairs, which that our diplomats are engaged in today?
Sir, I believe that the most important thing in diplomacy is to remember the fact that we don't have any permanent friends or foes. And we have to basically guide our policy according to that belief only.
Yeah, but I'm asking you the sector. One is strategic, okay, or diplomatic or political relations. What is the other?
Sir, economic,
Trade relations.
trade relations.
Okay. So you are aware of the mechanisms by which trade relations are governed between countries?
Sir, basically, we have the free trade agreements, preferential trade agreements, partial scope agreements, which enables us to have better trade relations with the other countries.
Okay. What are some examples of free trade agreements?
Sir, for example, we signed with Australia the ECTA, and with the UAE we signed.
What is
CEPA.
ECTA?
Sir, I'm unable to recall the full.
Okay. Okay. And with Australians we have done, और कौन सी
CEPA,
conclude हुई है?
Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement.
Okay. With whom?
Australia, sir.
With Australia.
Yes.
Okay. और बताइए कुछ और जिन countries के साथ we don't have free trade agreements, what mechanisms do we have with them?
Sir, with them we follow either we can be part of a larger agreement, like some agreements are RCEP, which India is not a part of. But if we are in that, otherwise,
Supposing that country we don't have any, is not a party to any of the larger agreements also.
then we would follow the international agreements that the World Trade Organization has. Like,
You're not aware of joint trade committees, joint commissions,
no, sir.
mechanisms which are there for
No, sir, I'm
negotiating
not
trade.
aware.
All right. So, you talked about multilateral trade agreements also. So, can you give me some examples
Sir,
of which we are members?
of which we are members. Sir, we have the SAFTA with the SAARC countries.
Mhm.
And apart from that, we are trying to form a multilateral agreement with ASEAN as well, apart from the RCEP.
But ASEAN, we are not already a member.
Sir,
India.
We are a part of ASEAN Regional Forum, where countries who are partner with the Asian countries like Australia and Japan, they are also part of that, and we are negotiating there, sir.
What happens in these free trade agreements?
So basically, we try to find some of our goods and services and the foreign investments where we want more foreign investment and we want lesser taxes on our goods and services. And we study what the other country wants, like what goods and services they want to lower their taxes. And we should see that if we lower the taxes on the goods and services that the other country is asking, what impact domestically it will happen. And then we like talk and we form an agreement, sir.
So, do we have any FTA with Latin American countries?
Sir, I'm not aware of.
You're not aware.
Yes.
Which is the biggest trading partner there with India in Latin America, South America?
Sir, I'm not aware.
Okay, you know some countries in South America?
Sir, Argentina, Brazil.
Okay.
Brazil would be.
So Brazil is one of our biggest trading partners. What are your views about protectionist measures which countries are now threatening each other with, despite being parties to the WTO where there are bound rates for tariffs? So what are the...
Sir, I believe that in today's time, protectionism is not the right way forward. As due to globalization, the whole global chain has been integrated, and even in India, we get so much raw material and intermediate goods from the other countries. But at the same time, it is the responsibility of a nation to protect its domestic industries. Like our government has started following vocal for local and make in India. That's the right step forward.
Good. So you are aware of GVCs?
No, sir.
You just mentioned about that global value chain.
Global value chain.
Yeah. So usme now what is the latest in trade? How are countries negotiating?
In global value chains,
Yeah.
it works like according to the free trade agreement or the agreement that the countries bilaterally have.
Okay. All right. So you heard about what happened. You're saying protectionism is not a good idea, but you heard what happened with Colombia day before.
Yes, sir. So basically, US, to follow its immigration policy, has asked that either they should take back the immigrants or they'll put more taxes, and Colombia has agreed on it.
So that worked.
Sir,
Colombia immediately agreed the planes to be land in
sir, not immediately, but for the
within a day.
Yes, sir.
So it's a good idea, I think.
Sir, but that is not how international relations should work.
Good. Okay. Thank you.